Good evening, everybody. Better late than never. We got a nice evening tonight. We got a little Eagles dominate Dallas and another NFC matchup back to back to back to back. And it's gonna be a gauntlet with the next couple games. And got some players returning back from injury. Question of the day too. Hit us with your favorite beer and your favorite casino in the comments. And I didn't even look at the upcoming game and the lines or anything, but here we are. So your take on
And don't forget, nonstop Sixers talk and Wizard memes coming at you. I already am breaking my rule. Here it is. It's a misconstrued knee brace on Embiid. He's got ice. It's ice all wrapped around. That's what I guess they're
okay.
talking about. Yeah, Embiid is playing right now, but left immediately 2 minutes in the game. Came back all iced up, and he's playing now.
Yeah, do you think it's
That's it.
legit,
That's
or
it
do
for
you think
Sixers
they're
talk.
trying to cover up him not playing so they don't get sued?
Nah, Embiid. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I've never been, never will be. I think he's hurt. He played too much. Had a long season last year. Too much. All the
Olympics.
Olympics and stuff. Yeah, he just needs to rest.
Yeah, I know
Sixers will be fine.
I know the NFL does that. They like put these guys on the report and stuff like that, and they finesse it and all to hide players and put players on IR and stash away players. But anyway, speaking of injury, Jordan Mailata's coming back. It's kind of interesting. They waived Jack Stoll, and we'll get into the Cowboys game and look ahead to the Commanders, but they waived Jack Stoll and added Mailata to the roster. And Fred Johnson's been playing really, really good. And with the Thursday night game, you'd think they'd give him an extra like 10-day rest or whatever. But I don't know. He might go. Who knows?
I was so happy that the starters got to rest pretty much the whole fourth quarter. I was actually started talking about it in the second quarter. I was like, man, if we could get like one more fumble recovery, turnover, and score really quick and get these guys rested, how great that would be for Thursday. Because the Washington game went down to the wire, the Washington-Pittsburgh game, which Pittsburgh almost coughed up that game. They were like about to do a punch and touchdown and fumbled it through the end zone. So I feel really good about Thursday in that regard. Like, I don't think the rest thing is a major issue. And then you get a mini bye off that, right? So you get that whole weekend plus that whole week. So I think that's good. I think it all is kind of coming together for the Eagles.
Yeah, Commanders, and then they got the Rams, the Ravens. Panthers are kind of easy. Steelers are tough, and then they got the Commanders again. Steelers are good with Russ. And it's funny, they look good. The Steelers beat the Commanders, and now everybody's flipping their tune on Nick Sirianni because the Eagles are really good this year. The Lions are really good this year, and the Steelers are really good this year. And all three of those teams don't have their head coach that doesn't call plays. They're just like CEO, like morale type rah guys. It's funny. That's the new model now. Eagles are ahead of the trend once again.
And only one really is a vet, right? Mike Tomlin's been around for a minute.
And the Ravens, Harbaugh doesn't call plays either, so they're really good too. They're up there. Andy Reid's like probably the only.
Yeah, but listen. I don't know heat for this, whatever. The Chiefs are giving me 2023 Eagles vibes. They are not like a solid undefeated team. I think they're sus. They could have 3 or maybe even 4 go the other way, whereas the Eagles could have just have one game go their favorable way to be a one-loss team with the Saquon drop. The Chiefs are blocking kick. I mean, listen, a win's a win. I'm not saying, but all of that gets answered in the postseason. All that luck.
Yeah, the Chiefs look okay. Sometimes those teams that find a way to win, it helps them. It didn't help us last year when we were 10-1, but I don't know. The Eagles look really good. Even in the first half when it was hairy, I hate when Jalen Hurts fumbles. It looks so bad. Like it looks so bad when he fumbles. But having said that, they're in total control. I think in the first quarter we actually had the Sun, and they had a bunch of turnovers. And then the second quarter we didn't have the Sun. The Sun was to their back, and we scored that touchdown at the end of the first half. And then in the second half they just rolled. But and
we scored a first quarter touchdown.
Yeah, they
that
did.
Has officially evaporated. All that nonsense, slow start, blah blah blah. That's gone.
Yeah, Kellen's played there a lot. Kellen said he had to adjust the play calling a little bit with the Sun stuff, but they looked really good. Even when they looked bad and had turnovers and stuff like that, they were in total control, I thought. And Cooper Rush, for all that talk that he's 5-1 and the only game he lost was against you, guy couldn't throw a pass like 2 yards. He did 2 yard, 4 yard, 5 yard passes. I think he had 40 yards total passes. They're just awful.
Yeah, he was awful, and my apprehension going into the game was the whole backup quarterback thing. It's like I kind of would have rather have played Prescott because you kind of know what you're going to get. You get that backup quarterback thing. Maybe he's playing for a starting position like Minshew, right? Like Minshew got a starting job, even though he fizzled out. He played good enough in his backup role with Philly that earned him a spot. So you're nervous that this like hotshot guy, and then they go to Lance, who really had nothing, which was shocking. He came in and turned the ball right over.
Yeah, they said
Dallas
that
was in disarray.
They couldn't even get Cooper ready, let alone Lance. So Lance got like no reps. And we are going to talk about the Commanders next. So B says it's going to be 3-layer night on Thursday. It's going to be cold.
Okay. It is going to be cold.
Thank God I got the large, and my elite is coming. It's supposed to be here today. It's probably going to be here tomorrow. Thank God I got the large. I got to layer up. I got a Philthy custom. Jalen Hurts is doing good like last year. Like always, guys, some destinations, the comments don't show up for us. So on our Facebook and YouTube, we can display your comments on the screen. Follow us on YouTube for our giant giveaway for the jersey. We're going to do our meme of the week tonight, brought to you by Ponley Hockey. I'm going to do more smaller giveaways in between because it's taken us a little bit to do the jersey pull. But I've got the Saquon angry runs. I might do something with that. And then
so to enter our jersey giveaway, you just have to be subscribed to our YouTube channel. It costs nothing. Go over to YouTube Philthy and Philly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are building that up, and we are very excited about what we're doing on YouTube and all the podcast channels, Spotify, Apple, etc. Make sure you follow us on there, and our link in our Instagram bio has links to everything that we got going on. We have amazing merch, partnered up with 570 Creative. We have partnership deals with Homage and Fanatics. So all our links take you to the best stuff, the latest gear, including this hat that I'm wearing right now, which is my soon-to-be famous Run the Ball hat. And yeah, go Birds, go Philthy and Philly.
Yeah, someone said, what's your Facebook? It's facebook.com/Philthy and Philly. And so the Eagles defense has been, this is kind of a padded stat because we haven't really faced anybody good. But like you said with the Chiefs, you can only play who's in front of you and finding a way to win. The Eagles defense is now number one in almost every single statistical category since week 6. As far as like defensive points, least amount of yards, least amount of points given up. The list goes on and on and on.
And if you're starting them in fantasy, they're over 8 points every week with a high last week of 20. I did luckily start the Eagles defense in my fantasy league. Got me 20 points. You get 20 points from your defense. You ain't losing. Do you like the Eagles defense as a fantasy start on Thursday, Phil? I hate the Thursday fart start, we call it. Division game.
I haven't looked at the other matchups, but Jaden Daniels, I had him in a fantasy league. He got me like 6 points or 8 points. He wasn't all that great, and he's on a short week, and it's going to be hostile for him. I don't know, a bad play. They're probably like in the middle.
The other thing is I missed a lot of news today. I don't know if you have this. What jerseys are they wearing Thursday? Are they doing a blackout or is it just regular?
I don't know. I think they can only wear the alts twice. I don't know if that counts.
I think it's 3 times and 2 Kellys. So 2 Kellys and 1 blackout was what they did last year.
Yeah, if anybody
and they wore black pants in Brazil, but I don't think that counts as a jersey alt. Remember Brazil, they wore black pants with the white jerseys. That was the first time they ever did that. And people were thinking like, oh, it's because of the gangs. But really it was because the Corinthians are black and white and they were trying to pay homage to them.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to not avoid wearing green in the Brazil, but I don't know if that counted against them. But I don't think it came out yet. But usually they used to do like the color rush, like the Bengals would wear like the all white and stuff on Thursday games. I don't know, but we'll see.
I would imagine it would be a black jersey night. But I didn't hear any news on it, so maybe somebody in the comments did. See you there, DeRay. If you go into the game on Thursday, we sit in section 115. People come up and say hi to us all the time. We're right on the end of 115, so come over and come see us. Tailgate wise, we'll go live, post some updates, but we'll be all over the place.
Yeah. So, yeah, Eagles D #1 across the board. They're really funny. I don't know if you saw that like CD. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he was like singing a song about Cooper DeJean. He just started like.
Oh, I was gonna make fun of that. That was the worst.
That's so bad.
Improv song. Nothing rhymed. It wasn't even like to the rhyme of like a real song. That was pathetic. I was hoping for a lot more. Come on, CJ, you gotta step that up. I make up better songs in my kitchen when I'm cooking.
It's just cool though. You don't really like.
I love it. The vibes, man. It's all about. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you don't start making songs and taking shots at people unless you really like them or you're comfortable with them. They're saying like Slay stays out with all the young DBs with Quinyon and stuff heavy after practice. They're playing really well, and they got, Washington's deep. I would argue Washington with Terry McLaurin and with, well, they don't have Dotson anymore, with Eckler and Robinson and Ertz and all that. I would argue they have more weapons than the Lions, than the Detroit Lions. Like outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown, we'll see how they do this week. But
yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs is pretty good too. They're running back. They have a 2-headed running back situation. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught the like LaShawn McCoy. I don't know what he's on the TV with like James Jones from the Packers, and I don't know what show McCoy does, but they were all ranking like the #1 teams in the league, and he they basically said, Jared, would you rather have Jared Goff or Jalen Hurts? And after if you stack the box and stop the run, like outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown, if you have like Quinyon on him or a shutdown corner, like I guess they have Laporta and stuff, but Eagles just have so many superstars. So that brings me to my next question.
Did you catch Baldy's breaks on the Quinyon?
No.
Week? Incredible coverage. He's my player of the game by far. Cooper DeJean's been my player of the game on defense for the past couple weeks. Quinyon was absolutely shut down. Maybe if you could pull that up.
Yeah,
you're doing a lot, but the Baldy's breaks was amazing. I mean, his footwork, the way he is just like stuck on guys it's truly incredible. And this is a rookie. He's going to be an incredible player for us. I can't wait to watch him develop. We hit both of those draft picks hard, and that's good stuff.
Ringo's good, and he's not even playing. And you got Slay, and you got Reed, and you got Sidney Brown's not even playing. Got all kinds of guys, but let's see. See Quinyon a little bit.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Ooh. And Quinyon Mitchell does not get beat. Watch his feet. He's got amazing feet. Watch. He doesn't guess. He stays right.
Quinyon does not get beat. It's one of the certainties in life.
He squeezes him to the sideline. and he finds the ball.
Taxes
and
Quinyon Mitchell.
He gets him out of bounds,
shutting people down.
Like
he does a really good job too. I like that pick play of the game. He does a really good job too. Is he just like doesn't get PIs? He just slowly, gradually gets the guys towards the sideline so they can't get 2 feet in like a lot.
Yeah, that was that play. And I think there's another couple ones after that. So if you guys have not caught any of the Baldy's breakdowns, it's a great Instagram follow and a great human. Gosh, meeting him in Brazil and just getting to kind of chat with him was such an honor. And I love his breakdowns, especially that one. So shout out to Baldy.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I haven't seen a lot of people in a while from Brazil. So I'm going to catch up with Vince and stuff when I go and visit Jake and Richard in California. Try and rip that. And if you're going to the game Thursday, let us know where we'll be at. We'll do the usual trot. Stop in FDR Park. We'll go to C6 a little bit. Go to D. Go to see the 4th and John boys.
Are you going to do the go up there move like you did for the opener, or
no? I was gonna drive because you did the first 2, and I was like, I'll do the next 2.
That's up to you.
Yeah. I gotta work. I gotta work a little bit. I can't go up early either.
Gotcha.
I gotta work a little bit. Yeah. So it's gonna be weird with the Thursday. I think it's gonna be awesome. A lot of people that can't go on Sundays and stuff like that.
Ticket prices are very reasonable. I do. The ticket prices are very reasonable this week. Uppers are around $200, which is basically face value. I always say face value on tickets these days, not factoring into preseason because that's always an L, is like 150-ish bucks. So for a tad over face, and that's now, maybe in a couple of days it goes down even more. You can get in there for very reasonable. And there's a bunch of tickets posted on Buying and Selling Eagles Tickets by Philthy in Philly, which is our ticket resale page. And like a few guys text me, hey, I got 3 extras. I'm posting them up. Let me know. So we have some verified sellers on there unloading some tickets for Thursday.
Yeah, Malik says go Birds, DH. Yeah, I just shot him out. I was going to play his song, but I kept the meme clean. I was going to put his song at the top of that Jalen Hurts meme. But Malik, shout out to Malik. He said, go Birds, DH.
Go Birds.
That's what I said. I said you can't see. I said you can't see DH. Cowboys stink, DH.
That was the most unbelievable motley crew that assembled on the opening night stage, and we just ended up there. And I know your that video is part of your meme that you picked this week, but
yeah, somebody tagged me yesterday just after I guess Dallas lost. Somebody put it on their story. Somebody that was from the crowd, and they tagged us. Actually, no, they didn't even tag us at all. I didn't even know you could do this too. I thought you could only message somebody a post. Somebody messaged us somebody's story, so I was like, "Oh, it's gonna disappear," and I was able to like extract it before it disappeared.
Yeah, that angle's amazing. If you could, do you have that account? I would love to reach out to that person and
I have it.
Share rights to that video.
I have the video. First few seconds, it's like really chaotic, and you can't see anything. So the like 2 or 3 seconds I clipped were like really clear, and she was holding the phone stable. But other than that, I think she was just getting crushed in the crowd.
Yeah. Because listen, I was like, straight normal guy that night on stage. I don't remember any of it. I was so like in that moment. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in front of like 5,000 people right now, and it was emotions, and I do remember doing the Dallas sucks chant like vaguely, but like seeing it was awesome.
Somebody said King's Gold, King's Road Brewing Company. That's their favorite beer right now. All right. What's your top 5 beers right now?
I can't really talk about that.
You can't talk about beers?
No.
What sports book do you use? Do you do like parlays?
I've been using FanDuel because still have like sort of like an allegiance to them from how our buddy Jeff got us those unbelievable backstage passes at one time, and we got to meet Sproles and Foles and Scotty Hartnell. So from that day, have been exclusively using
downloaded
FanDuel.
it and got it.
Yeah,
and had some.
They have great boosts. So they'll have like anytime touchdown boost. I killed it on one. It was I just did like Saquon Barkley, and it was plus money anyway, and it was a 30% profit boost. So I'm a big fan of FanDuel. I like how easy their little boosts are. A lot of the other sports books, you'll get on and they'll give you a great thing to get in, like they'll give you some bonus or something like that, but then they forget about you. But with FanDuel, they have the very simple to use boosts all on the top, and you literally just click them and it applies it right to your bet, and it kind of gives you some better odds to mess around with. So I like FanDuel.
Glowing endorsement, and that's not paid. I'm gonna clip that and send it to him. The reason I'm asking,
that was for you. That was for a clip.
I'm clipping that. The reason I'm asking is we just launched the beta test of our new website, and we're gonna start putting like the lines and just when I go to LA, I'm gonna do a little recap of my journey there and stuff. So I was looking for a beer brand or drink brand or a non-alc. I've been loving the Athletic beer. It's like a non-alc. It's good if you don't drink, and it's good if it has like a pacer beer if you're driving. It's like they make light and they make hazies, and it's no alc Athletic. And sports books I've been using the ESPN. It's a really like clean look, but I have DraftKings and FanDuel too. But yeah, the ESPN bets are real clean. I had allegiance to them because I'll be like Mr. I use like Mr. Hulu, Disney Plus, and all that streaming ESPN.
So let's see. On my phone, I'll show you the betting apps I have on my phone. I have Barstool Sportsbook. I have FanDuel. I have Fox Bet, but I've never used it. I just did like their free little games. I have DraftKings.
Nice.
DraftKings is probably the first sports book I ever had downloaded, because I used to do that like original thing, like before there was actually betting on the game, where you just made like a fantasy lineup, and if you for like $1, and if you made the best fantasy lineup like in the top tiers, remember that? It's like if you, and it was impossible to win, right? You would have to have the best running back, the best tight end, the best quarterback, and your score, it was like daily fantasy or whatever. That was like the first ever sports.
I've never tried it, but I feel like that's what like Prize Picks is. It's like it's not gambling. It's just like a pick people and you accrue points and you can win prizes.
It's so hard because you're against a lot of people with like algos that are putting together like killer odds.
The Fruitcast.
Yeah, that was those days. Yeah,
that one was lit. Yeah. So, do you have anything else? Any point outs again on the Eagles Cowboys game before we move ahead to the Commanders?
No, besides the embarrassment of sideways sunbeams running through the stadium in the middle of the day. No, I got nothing else.
Why? We've been playing there every year, and they've been playing there for, I don't know when AT&T opened up. We were there. I guess when we were there, it was a night game. I don't realize it ever being a thing. I've never seen it before.
No, there is shades. I looked into it. So like if there's a concert there is a shade or an ability for a shade. If they wanted to make it like a home field advantage, make it automatic. Like Eagles got the ball, open the shade. We got the ball, close it. Like we're in the red zone.
They're not that smart. They're not that smart. They don't have a quarterback,
Holy moly,
let alone lampshades. Wow. Oh my gosh. So, who's the best quarterback in the NFC?
Jalen Hurts. There's no question. Maybe Brock Purdy second. Not Jared Goff. Jared Goff plays anybody else last weekend, throws 5 interceptions, they lose that game. So it's not Jared Goff.
Who's the MVP leader?
Right now, I think odds wise, it's Lamar.
Is it?
I think odds wise, because Mahomes is not having a good statistical season. He's a good quarterback and their team's winning, but he's turning the ball over like crazy.
And he won it last year. I think they usually try and rotate or switch it up.
I think Hurts is like 4th in MVP odds. That's a good question.
And Saquon's got to be up there.
I'd imagine so. Yeah.
Him and Derrick Henry are like the rushing leaders right now, I think.
Yeah. Can you bet on rushing title?
The rushing title? Yeah, that's big.
Ooh.
Saquon has more per game, but we had the bye. The Ravens haven't had the bye yet, so Derrick Henry has more yards, but Saquon has more per game. So when they get a bye, it might catch up. And then that's going to be a real one in a couple weeks when they're head to head. Whoever gets more yards that game might take it.
So, I might be watching that game on an airplane. That's
the Ravens.
More on that. More on that next. Yeah, that's depending upon how that day shakes out for me. I might be buying the Wi-Fi.
Oh, when do you leave to go to Disney?
That like Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And that Ravens game is the weekend.
Oh, that's what it is? Oh, yeah, the first. Okay. Yeah, I'm going the week before.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's late. Thanksgiving's late this year.
Oh, we're going to have a whole... Well, it's going to be split then. The Thursday before the Eagles-Rams game, I'm going to Disneyland with Nikki. And then that next week, you'll be at Disney World. We'll have a full recap of all of the Disneys.
Yeah, we should do something where one day definitely wear Eagles gear to the park, and we'll try to take like similar pictures, like Disney World, Disneyland, like who did it better. That could be something fun.
Disneyland is not bad because it's just one park, and I think it's like 200, and if you're local, you get a discount. So we're just going. But that's gonna be fun. So if you're gonna be out in LA, I know like Aaron, the West Coast Swoop Nation's having a tailgate, and then Philly Sports Trips has Deshaun Jackson and LaShawn McCoy. So that's
real quick, regular season MVP odds: Lamar Jackson far and away plus 110, Josh Allen plus 400, Mahomes plus 6, Jalen Hurts plus 1200.
Nice, super nice. Super nice. So we'll
get Offensive Player of the Year. You're right. Derrick Henry won minus 140. Barkley plus 310. You got to bet Barkley on that. What did you do? You're gonna take minus money on a future like Offensive Player of the Year. That's crazy.
Especially if Jalen Hurts is like not in the top 3 of quarterbacks, the Eagles end up somehow winning the NFC and taking it. Like if the Lions would have lost, Eagles would have had a way better shot taking the 1 seed. But if the Eagles somehow get the 1 seed, it could be Saquon for sure.
And Jaden Daniels minus 1,200 for NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's by far closest person behind is Bo Nix plus 1,600. So everybody says it's going to be Jaden Daniels.
I can't believe they're making
that. I guess mortgage to make $100.
I bet dual forecast to finish first and second, Commanders and Eagles too, but I can't believe they're making them play this game on a Thursday night. Eagles are 3.5 point favorites. I don't really love that line. It seems like a trappy kind of line for me.
What's that site where it tells you where the money's going? I like that one. I bet you that the money is very even on both sides with a line like that. When it's real tight like that.
Getting plus 3.5. Yeah. It's I would take the 3.5 to be honest and take the Commanders.
What do you think? The Eagles win by like a point, field goal, walk off, 3-point win. The half kills you. They win by a overtime field goal or end of the game field goal. It's tied. I don't know. I feel like the Eagles are a touchdown better than Washington at home. I don't know. It's slowly building, right? Remember I told you I was taking it week at week. As I keep seeing the team sort of roll, I keep sort of getting a little bit more juiced. I think it's a huge factor is that the Eagles got rest in the fourth quarter and Washington didn't, and Washington's on the road. You have to consider that as like a basis for your prediction of the game. Then you go to the skill players. I think the Eagles have more heavy hitters than Washington. I mean, Washington lost to Pittsburgh. Are we better than Pittsburgh? They lost to Pittsburgh at home. You're muted. Your mic's muted.
Eagles are definitely like a tick better, and let's see. Let's see if I can find the monies.
Yeah, I love that site that tracks the direction of the money. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, so
Like
one of the things
chart,
that we always look at, is not necessarily what the line is, but where the money is going. And we always get very suspect of lines when you see anything more than like 80% of the money going somewhere that it's almost like a trap or a rug pull. I like to stay away from games like that. I'm not a heavy bettor anyway, but that's always like a red flag for me. But when I see the Eagles 3.5 at home against a division team, that tells me it's probably coin flip. But let's see. What do I know? I'm no Nick Costos.
Maybe Action Network shows it.
Maybe they're starting to hide that. Maybe Vegas is getting smart. Like, we was all right.
Used to give you percentages.
It's coming right up. Yeah. Yep.
Public betting. Okay, here we go. 59% is on the Eagles.
Bang. That's about right. It's about right.
They're tick better, -3.5. Yeah.
By the way, Sixers currently down 2 against the Knicks. End of the third.
Yay. So I'm gonna take the Eagles by 2 points. They don't cover.
What's the over under? Do you feel like it's going to be a heavy scoring game, or do you think it'll be more
I don't,
with
and
Thursday?
I don't, and it's like 49 or 50, so I think it's under.
Whoa.
I think it's under, and the Eagles win a close one.
Under and close?
It's gonna be cold.
Yeah. For some of those reasons, for the fact that it's the division game, for the fact that it's going to be a little chillier, for the fact that it's Thursday night on a short rest, also for the fact that I think the Eagles are going to really, really heavily run the ball, and it's like a more clock control game. I tend to believe that the under is probably the bet. But then again, when I start to get confident in my thought process, sometimes I'll fade myself. Like, no way. Like, everybody's thinking like that. But I do believe it's probably going to be an under. But I'm a little bit more confident in the Eagles than you. I'll say like something like 28-21. Does that put it under? That puts it right at 49.
Yeah.
Is it 49.5 or 49?
49.
All right, that's fun. Then I'll push it. I'll go with that. I'm gonna say I'll say they cover, but it's a push on the over under. I don't know which way it'll go.
Easy Ant said, "What's up, fellas? Good time meeting you at the Kelly Green tailgate. That was cool."
Yes, that was the most fun I've had at a regular season tailgate in a minute.
He still wants to cop one of those run the ball hats. You could do it. And
so this one I had custom made because I wanted to see like what it would actually look like on head. So this one is actually stitched. The ones on our website for sale are screen printed, but our guy that does our shirts, it's not drop shipped. Sean at 570, it's literally one guy and his wife that do the screen printing. It's really, really good, and everything is super reasonably priced because it's not drop shipped. So the hats are like 20, t-shirts are like 20. So we thank you for supporting the page for sure. If we sell enough of them, I'll get a batch of them made and sell like bring like a big batch.
Some of the ones we sold a crap ton to, he has a another like local ship partner which is really good as well. The quality is really good. He has a local print shop where he does everything. He does a lot of shirts for fundraisers. That's why it's 570 Creative. He does a lot of nonprofits. He does the merch for them. So he can do big. He can do big orders if you need like, not big either. If you just want 50 of something or 100 shirts for like a fundraiser or a party or a birthday party or a charity or a town event, my boy Easy Ant's gonna check it out. gonna check it out.
So yeah, that link's in our Instagram bio. If you just click on our link underneath there of our link tree, and then you'll see it says Philthy and Philly official merch with 570. That second one down. We got all kinds of cool stuff on there.
Yeah, there's tickets. There's 2 tickets right now. It was 111. They just disappeared. 120. That's verified. So there's tickets. And I'll show this to you guys as well. This is another interesting little nugget. Whether it's concert tickets or regular tickets, this filter, they're usually all people reselling. Occasionally, the team holds tickets and they release them like a few days before the game.
Uncheck that other box.
All of these are released by the Eagles.
Oh wow, yeah, they did release a crap load.
So your resale starts here at 130. These are all straight from the Eagles face value.
Yeah, this might be an $80-$100 game to go to. This is a great game to go to. I hopefully a nice working crowd, a nice rowdy crowd, people that are trying to go out on a Thursday. You're not going to have like a corporate elite.
If you want to sit in our section, it's still up there, $300-$400, but that ain't bad for lower levels. If you want to get in like $300, wow! Look at the road too, $350. That's usually like when we can't go. We're in that neighborhood as well because with the preseason and everything, the lower bowl costs a little bit more as a season ticket holder. But yeah, our section's not bad. You can do $300-$400. That's dope. That's a good update. See everyone's going there. All right, we'll do meme of the week and roll out of here.
All right, I'll go first because mine's horrible and yours is way better than mine. I came up with this idiotic idea at 6 o'clock in the morning after spending the evening with my college friends the night before, sending back and forth wizard memes. So without consulting Phil, I did wizard memes until Dallas loses, proceeded to post like 9 wizard memes, like 2 of which were actually really hilarious, most of which were terrible, and they performed horribly, but they are my pick for meme of the week because they all made me laugh. This was this one I made, me and the boys in C6 at 6 a.m., even though the game starts at 8, which is applicable to Thursday for anybody that tailgates early. But yeah, wizard memes are really cool on Reddit and with nerds, but apparently sports fans don't love them. So
I've never seen these either. I've never seen wizard memes. They're not in my algo.
Maybe they're like the 40-year-old. So like my internet beginnings are a little bit different than yours. Yours is like MySpace and stuff like that. Mine was like E-Bombs World and like very early onset YouTube, and everything was so like just like off kilter and weird and funny because it was weird, not funny because it was actually funny. And
like I feel like grape stomp.
Yeah, no, even like yeah, that was like that's like viral video. Like even before that, there was like these like weird like Arnold's Pizza Shop, like these Arnold's Pizza Shop, like these really weird cartoony memes. And I don't know, me and the boys were dying over some of them. And so listen, you win some, you lose some when it comes to the world of memes. I don't always hit. I hit some good ones this month. I hit some really good ones this month, but wizard memes was not it.
The TV was it is always like I always see those memes are really funny. Like imagine being like a grown ass person and you look like this, and it's literally like Drew with his whole body painted green. Like it's always Drew as well. It's always like Nady and Santa and Drew, and it's like imagine like your team's losing and you look like this, and like
Santa is a lock to get on TV. Santa is we got to start a chart. Santa versus Philly sports guy. Who ends up on TV more?
Rick
Santa is up there.
Legendary, dude. He's like,
who doesn't love Santa?
Not even Christmas yet either. My son video went real big fire too. But mine is going to be. Oh, this one was good too.
You got to do the Instagram version of that though, with the music. You need the music.
Teletubbies.
What the Cowboys see every time they're trying to throw the ball. Is that what it says?
Every time they're trying to locate a football.
Oh man,
it doesn't have the music. I think on your phone it has the music, but it's the Teletubbies theme song. Someone said I gotta put Philly sports guy in the sun. I might have to do a reboot.
Oh,
we're in the Cowboys' heads. It's like Philly sports guy in the sun.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm down for that. Well, there's always another Cowboys game. When
do you get out Thursday?
Regular time, like 2:30. I'll be home by 3, so we get up there by 4.
We're gonna be pretty late.
4 at best. I know. That's what I'm saying. If you want to do your public transportation thing, I'll meet you there. It's up to you. I don't care.
Yeah, it's wild. It's 8:15. We'll have some time when you get up there. 4 o'clock.
4 hours. Yeah, 3-4 hours.
My gosh. Well, it's gonna be good.
We're late. 4 hours of tailgate. Yeah, we're late.
Oh yeah. Meetings start getting canceled. It's funny. It's not me that cancels the meetings. I have like all these meetings on the calendar, and I'll wake up and like I'll have 2 or 3 clients cancel. I'm like, somebody spiffed you with tickets. And you're like,
yep.
Going up.
100%.
So all business owners like, you're getting spiffed with tickets. And how are you going to cancel on me? You got to roll with me.
Especially now that you've seen the tickets are $100, dude. They're going to be handing them out left and right. People are going to be looking on their club seats like, my club seats aren't worth squat. Hip, send them out. Everybody's been cancel.
Pond Hockey's got a big giveaway. They got
Pond Hockey.
They got tickets.
More to come on this. I am using Pond Hockey for actual legal services right now.
My gosh.
Can't talk about it.
They're great. We had
I wanted to I honestly have had something. I can't talk about it, but I've had something. I always thought something, and I said, you know what? I'm going through their back channels, as if I was just a normal person. I'm not asking for any special treatment or nothing like that. I got the automated person called me back. I'm in the system. I talked to a couple people. So
whisper down the lane. Yeah,
it's
we
great.
had a friend that
so far so great. Big shout out to Pond Hockey.
We had a friend that settled a huge multi-million-dollar suit there. He's one of their newer attorneys that I know, and they're great. And we had a tenant who got wrongfully terminated, and we sent them. That's the worst thing they could possibly do. Not only do you get injured at work, they have a suit, but if you fire the person because they can't work, now they have 2 things against you. They're going to win at least one of those 2 things, I would think, just kind of common sense. They would at least settle and win one of those things. I don't know laws, but that's why we just send people to them, because I don't.
Yeah, and
I know off the record.
Yeah, listen. The way that a firm like Pond Hockey works is they'll take your case on for free, and they'll get you the most money they can, and they don't make money unless you make money. So shout out to Pond Hockey. They're the best in the biz.
The real ones. Yeah. All right. Well, we're heading out. Go Birds. Big dominating win. Hopefully another one too. Hopefully they're playing like Tom Petty in the 3rd quarter and they just start rolling people.
And I won't back down. 28-21. Go Birds.
It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet. You got Commanders, Rams, Ravens.
Could be a good Smitty game. Smitty has 3 down games in a row. Bang.
They have those
Watch for
lulls.
Smitty anytime.
They have those lulls, and then they'll get a one-on-one matchup, and then they'll hit one, and then that's it. That's all we got. We'll see y'all next week.
Go Birds.